Hello YouTube, welcome to a new review here on Watch On channel. Today I have a very special watch ready to review for you guys, and it is of course, as you can see here, the Christopher Ward C60 Trident Pro. And this is of the bronze edition, as you can probably tell straight away from the look of the case. So this is in bronze, and if you're wondering how is the packaging for this watch, just look back and look at the unboxing or look at the review I did for the other C60, Christopher Ward C60 Trident Pro. So this is the 316L stainless steel. It's essentially the same watch, the same movement, much of the same design features, but of course this is in stainless steel with the steel bracelet. And the bronze edition is of course only with the bronze case and of course with rubber strap. Okay, and here we have the watch up close, and as you of course can see, it's a bronze case, and the version I got here was with the rubber strap from Christopher Ward, and it's just a very nice rubber strap. I tried this rubber strap on the C60 Trident Pro chronograph watch. It was exactly the same rubber strap, and it's super comfortable, it's super flexible, and just a high quality rubber strap. Of course you also get a bronze buckle with the Christopher Ward name on it here. Just before we get on with the review, I would just like to say that this is a new edition of the C60 Trident Pro from Christopher Ward. It's a line of dive watches, automatic dive watches. It does also come in a quartz version, but the automatic versions are the most popular ones, and they come in with a white dial, black dial, red bezel, white dial and black bezel, and all sorts of different versions. And you can get the watches in 38 millimeters in diameter if you have a smaller wrist, or you just like the more vintage size of watches, or you can get it in the more normal size of 43 millimeters. And this is the newest edition, or one of the newest editions. They made stainless steel, as I showed you just before, and they made all the time they're doing different versions of this watch, but essentially it is the same watch. It's very high quality, nicely designed dive watches at affordable prices, with the same kind of hands and the same movement and all that, the same different stuff about them. So the leather straps are the same, the rubber straps and the steel bracelets are the same. So you essentially get the same watch, but just with different looks and built in different materials. So I can highly recommend this line of watches from Christopher Ward, and they are available for around, I believe it's from 700 up to 800 British pounds, which is just about 750 to 800 US dollars, and you get a high quality Swiss made watch. So what is inside this watch? Well, inside this watch is the Sellita SW200, and this is a clone of the ETA 2824 movement. So you get a very nice quality movement, very accurate, and I believe that Christopher Ward also do regulate the movement before they send out the watches. So before we get into all the different details about this watch, let's just have the dimensions. And I have my caliber with me, my trusted caliber, and you get just about 43 millimeters in diameter. You get 13.5 in thickness from lock to lock, very nice, 20 millimeters, just about 21, and 51.1 millimeters in lock to lock. So all in all, very nice dimensions, but of course a bit to the larger side. You see a very clean dial. So you get just Christopher Ward, you get automatic, you get the water resistant 600 meters, and also what it is in feet. And also you get a date window at 3 o'clock. All the numerals, or they're actually of course not numerals, they're hour markings, they are applied and they are filled with super high quality lume. The hands are these very interesting kind of syringe hands, and then you get the second hand with the counterbalance, which is, as you can see here, the Trident, which this watch is called the Trident. Down at 3 o'clock you get Swiss made. So all in all you get a super clean dial, and it's actually exactly the same, and I will do a full video with a comparison of these two watches. It's the same with the dial on this watch. So a very clean look, which is actually reminds me a little of the more clean fashion watches, but this is in no way a fashion watch. Also you can see you get a super high quality very strong lume at the lume pip at 12 o'clock. So all in all, very simple. With this watch they of course also did the bronze hands, so you get a super nice look with the bronze case and the bronze hands. As you can see, it's kind of a darker textured blue dial on the blue color on the dial. It just looks really good. So as you see here, bronze case. The bronze for this watch is a blend of the different metals you put into the blend to create bronze that Christopher Ward did themselves. So you get the logo here on the crown, and it's supposed to turn darker during the years. So some bronze mixes, they turn green or very dark, and this is also going to turn darker, but a more light dark as far as I'm told. So what you get here is an interesting bronze watch, but of course you can put different materials on the bronze if you wanted to age in another way. But I actually really like this. It reminds me a little of yellow gold, and I think it looks super nice. Also with the crown, it's of course a screw down crown, and it's super big and it's super easy to operate. The winding is buttery smooth, and it's super easy to get back in the watertight position again. Okay, and this is how the Christopher Ward C60 Trident Pro 600 meter water resistant dive watch bronze edition looks on my wrist. And I have a 7.1 inch wrist, which is about 17.5 to 18 centimeters. So you can, if you know your own wrist size, you can just imagine how this will wear. And I must say, it wears very comfortable. It's quite a heavy watch, but it wears very comfortable despite the big size. And I think it wears a little bit smaller than 43 millimeters. And that is because of the curved down locks you got here. So it actually gets closer to your wrist, which is a really nice way of doing it from Christopher Ward. Okay, and this is the lume, and I didn't charge it for very long. But as you can see, the lume pip and the hour and the minute hand, as well as the second hand, they're a little bit stronger than the lume and the hour markings. But still very nice lume, which will last you a long time during the night, no doubt about it. Okay, so let me finish off this review of the Christopher Ward C60 Trident Pro Bronze Edition with my pros and cons. So I really like the overall design, and I really like that they did the bezel like this. And I of course forgot to actually show you the bezel action. And it's super nice. It's a bit harder to turn than the steel version, but maybe that's because of the materials. But all in all, super nice 120 click bezel action. As you can see, this is how the bezel was made. So you get the hour markings and the minute markings on the bezel and not printed on us or laser etched into. This is laser etched into, like on the steel version, which is a very nice kind of 3D effect we get here. So I overall really like this watch, and I really love my steel version, and of course I like this watch. So everything is just quality about this watch. What I would say is that if you're not really into bronze, this will probably become a watch that you're not going to wear very much. And I never tried on a bronze watch before, but I found out that bronze probably isn't a material for me regarding watches. I like the overall look of this watch. It looks very classy and it looks very expensive, which it actually isn't. But I think it becomes just a little too much for my taste with the bronze case. Also, I somehow really like that they fitted the rubber strap on this, because it makes it very sporty and very classy, very rough and very classy in one watch. But still, I think this would look much better on a leather strap, for example, on a brown leather strap, which you can also find this watch with a brown leather strap. But I have really nothing bad to say about this watch. It's all a matter of taste. Do you like the design? Do you like the materials? And of course, I will also get back to you guys with a comparison between this one and the steel version. They are essentially the same watches, but really not in another way. So completely different watches in another way. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Christopher Ward C60 Trident Pro 600 meter water resistant automatic watch. Well, that was a long sentence. And I hope you will get back to my channel for another review another day. My name is Anders, and remember to leave me a thumbs up. Remember to leave me a comment down below. Remember to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You will find the links down below. Also, remember to subscribe to my channel by hitting the logo button down in the right corner if you haven't yet. So much a pleasure to review another watch for you guys, and I will get back to you shortly with another new video. Bye.